I have never been a fan of Katrina Kaif. I believe there was no director in 20 years who took her seriously for acting, besides Sriram Raghavan. Hey everyone, the Dark Knaik is here. On Christmas Eve in the 1980s Bombay, strangers Albert and Maria enjoy each other's company until they discover the dead body of Maria's husband. Sriram Raghavan returns to the director's chair after 6 years with Merry Christmas, which missed its Christmas release by a mere 3 weeks. I'm not sure why. The film is based on Frédéric Dard's Le monte-charge, a French novel. Merry Christmas is a mystery thriller, and if you are a Sriram Raghavan aficionado like me, then you will realize that most of his films usually bump after 20 minutes. But the drawback, or shall I say the only critical drawback of this film is that this time Sriram Raghavan took 55 minutes to make this film lively. The first 55 minutes were spent on a formal build-up of the plot and Albert and Maria's togetherness before the shocking developments begin to thrill the audience. From Sriram's standards, it was dreadful because the film took further 90 minutes to conclude, and due to this reason, the story progress became very slow. Yes, there are several pluses from the film. The suspense element was very interesting. Albert's character developed well with time. I like that scene when Albert tries to clean the evidence and Maria persistently asks him to leave the house. This is a genuine piece of psychological thrill that looks so perfect due to an established crime situation. Special praise for Mayur Sharma's production design that set the nostalgic Christmas feel on the streets of old Bombay. And then Maria's residence with a very Anglo-Indian atmosphere. A liquor bar, a 78 RPM gramophone, a pile of books, and remarkably, the hanging carpet on the wall. I'm not sure why Albert and Rosie were speaking in Hindi with each other. The story didn't indicate if Rosie was also a Tamiler like Albert, so it is fair. Merry Christmas is full of pop culture references. Colaba's Regal Cinema has advertisement of playing Pinocchio and Rebecca. Albert and Maria watch Pinocchio, which has the social message about lying, and they lie to each other throughout the film. Whereas Rebecca is about romance, mystery and murder, the elements that occurred after a series of lies. Edward Grieg's In the Hall of the Mountain King is played in that critical scene as the music intensifies with Albert scrutinizing Maria's house and Maria meeting the dead end. And then Ronnie mentions to Albert the 1934 classic, The Merry Widow, while guessing Maria's status. The poster of the film shows up later as an advertisement on the bus. The humorous incident of a man-eating tiger that Inspector Kamdar narrates to his junior is pretty much similar to a funny incident narrated by Pakistan's legendary stage comedian late Umer Sharif in one of his stage dramas, One Day Eid Match. Now, I have no knowledge if that's a reference, a tribute, or a patent copy. I have never been a fan of Katrina Kaif. I believe there was no director in 20 years who took her seriously for acting, besides Sriram Raghavan, and it is clearly visible in the work. Katrina gives Maria the existence that raises questions about her mental state and inconvenient nature. Observe her shock when she sees the dead body. This is my second experience watching Vijay Sethupathi. The first was Farzi, and I can realize why is he so popular in the Tamil film industry, and why Bollywood is so excited to see him working in Hindi projects. From this role, I opine that Vijay injects the mental of the character. Albert's past was glooming that he tried to hide, but he couldn't. He was minding his own business until he took interest in a woman and hesitated for her every gesture of frankness. I do not believe Merry Christmas to be Sriram Raghavan's best of his career. Maybe at some satisfactory level. My problem with the film is the first 55 minutes that burned the tempo of the plot. Those 55 minutes could have been easily reduced to 20, which could help in pacing the whole screenplay. Besides, the film tunes to its craft to a classic mystery novel. Merry Christmas. Thank you for watching my video, really appreciate it. If you like my content and really want to watch this kind of shit more, then subscribe to my channel and don't forget to click on the bell icon and drop your messages and suggestions in the comment box down there. Take care and always look on the bright side of life.